Modi sought us in fear of you. He died of the wounds you gave him. Oh, we got a model father here.
I get into trouble down there. You make every shot count.
I got this.
Hope you know how to use that thing.
I've had some practice.
Charles! I don't want to die!
A Jedi. That's your old life. You gotta let that go. Because your new life is entirely in my hands.
Johnny, get out of there!
I've come to understand the truth of the Death Stranding.
Fate only binds you if you let it. Do what is necessary. Not because it is written.
Welcome back to the arcade. 2022 has been insane for video games, and it's been insane for this channel in general. I'm so excited about what's coming up in 2023, but before we step over into that new year, I want to take a step back and enjoy what we have had this past year. So we're going to be going over my top 15 best games of the year. Now, some of these games did not come out this year. I only discovered them this year myself, but they absolutely blew me away. Pause. In some way or another, in order for them to make this list, either they were challenging, they had a heartfelt story, they touched me personally, or we made content here on the channel that really helped us grow. So without further ado, please lick that like button, subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 100,000 free party members in 2023. I would love for you to be a part of this journey. And also drop me a top 15, top 10 list down below in the comments of your favorite games of the year. I'll be very interested to see what games we have in common ourselves that we both enjoy for this year. So without further ado, let's go. Coming in at number 15, the Callisto Protocol. The Callisto Protocol was a debut science fiction action horror title by Striking Distance Studios. It was founded by the creators of Dead Space, that's being spearheaded by Glenn Schofield. And this is a game that we've been covering here on the channel for quite a while. We was doing gameplay breakdowns, trailer breakdowns. I was reading magazine inserts. I gave away the Game Informer magazine with the first gameplay details of we was all Callisto all the time, and it really helped his channel grow. Now, unfortunately, the game released to a lot of mixed reviews, primarily due to the PC performance of the game. It was very glitchy, had a lot of bugs, and the review embargo was only released the date of release, which is always a red flag. But I played the game on PlayStation 5 myself. The story is a kind of meh, but one thing that cannot be denied is the visuals and the sound is the best in the business today. It is one of the most gorgeous games I've ever seen with my eyes, especially on console, especially on Unreal Engine 4. What they was able to pull off with the visuals and the sound effects of this game, I enjoyed the game, and I'm looking forward to the future of the Callisto Protocol. Oh my god! Oh my god! Number 14, WWE 2K22. Now, a lot of you probably don't know that I'm a psychotic wrestling fan. Here in the South where I stay, we call it wrestling. But because I'm a YouTuber now, I try to talk more proper, I say wrestling. Ever since the release of WWF No Mercy back in the day, it's been very hard to recapture the magic of those days when it comes to these wrestling games, especially after the debacle of WWE 2020. They took a hiatus in 2021. To my surprise, the game was actually really fun. I personally made a few videos right here on the channel, me playing the game. I had a blast. I still play it on and off. I didn't have any issues with the game. I didn't have any bugs with the game. I just had a good old damn time. And if you used to be a wrestling fan or a current wrestling fan and you have not played WWE 2K22 this year, I would highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. This is the one for you. Give him a hell yeah! Number 13, Midnight Fight Express. This game was created by one solo developer. Yes, I said that right. One guy created this game, and this game performs better than some of the AAA titles that was released this year. Got them now. In the Midnight Fight Express, you fight your way across the city, wading through enemies on your way to victory. You can use your fists, feet, knives, pipes, pistol, machine guns, and more to wade through the piles of enemies on your way through victory. This is a top-down video game that I didn't really think I was gonna like myself personally, but from the first time I played the demo during Steam's Next Fest, I was immediately hooked. The gunplay is uncomfortably good, and it feels very realistic to say the least. I was shocked how, I can't say satisfying, but how realistic it felt. So if you have not picked up the Midnight Fight Express, I would highly recommend it. You're in for a lot of fun and a lot of ass kicking. Number 12, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. Oh my goodness, all my OG TMNT Ninja Turtle fans stand up. I had to purchase this game strictly off nostalgia. This game features a groundbreaking gameplay rooted in the timeless classic brawler mechanics, brought to you by the beat-em-up experts as Dodemu, Streets of Rage 4, and Tribute Games. Once you learn how to mix up those combos and make your way through and you get in your flow, this game is so damn fun, and it's hard as hell too, just like the old school arcade games that you used to play when you was a kid and you ran out of quarters and you're tugging on your dad or your mom's pants. Mom, dad, can I have a quarter? Just one more. This game is the epitome of just one more. I purchased the game myself on my PlayStation 5 and it ran smooth as butter, or smooth as melted pizza. I'm a failed YouTuber. I'm garbage! Coming in at number 11, Choo Charles. Choo Charles is a 2022 indie horror game developed and published by 2-Star Games, in this epic open world adventure where you or a monster spider train is chasing you throughout the entire island. This game is absolutely fucking insane. From a channel standpoint, I reacted to this game in early last year with only about 100 to 200 subs. It blew up my channel, and ever since then, up until now, this game has done wonders for my channel. Me and the game creator Gavin, we're good friends. We talk often via Twitter. He's always shown me a lot of love and a lot of support early on, way before the channel started blowing up. And this game has a very special place in my heart. I'm a Choo Charles fan for the rest of my life. As for the game itself, it's available on Steam, only on PC as of right now. I played the game here on the channel. We had a lot of fun. I had a train outfit on. This is a game you need to play if you have a PC, if you have not already. And word has it, there's a Choo Charles 2 on the way sometime soon, but you didn't hear that from me. Number 10, Cult of the Lamb. Cult of the Lamb is a roguelike video game developed by indie developer Massive Monster and my personal gaming studio of the year, the Psychopaths at Devolver Digital. Every game that I have played this year of Devolver Digital has been fucking fire. What I'm saying is, Devolver Digital don't fuck around. This game here, when I first watched the trailer, probably like a year ago, and I saw these lamb cartoon characters creating a cult, I was instantly intrigued. So when I first played the game, especially on PS5, I wasn't quite sure what to expect, and 4 or 5 hours into the game later, I had a group of cult members, aka sheeps. It can get crazy as well. The boss battles was intense. The combat is really fun. For a 2D top-down game, I never in my wildest dreams thought that this would be a game that I would be cracked out of my mind over. That goes to show how talented the game devs are and how insane they are to make a game like this. Cult of the Lamb was by far one of my favorite games of 2022, and if you have not played it yet, whether this is your type of game or not, I would highly recommend it. Cult of the Lamb. Well, I'm fucking trash at this. Oh my god.
Sam, I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
Number 9, Death Stranding Director's Cut. A lot of people call this game a walking simulator. You're a glorified Uber driver. You're an Amazon package delivery guy. I've recently started playing this game here on the channel, and I fell in love with it from the first time I played it. When the game originally released in 2019, I would not have appreciated this game. I was not evolved as a gamer yet. I was a Warzone, Call of Duty, Madden type of player. My gaming palette hadn't expanded at that time. 2-3 years later, here with the gaming channel, it was a perfect time for me to finally play this game. And let me tell you, it's like nothing I've ever experienced before. A lot of the reviews are mixed about it because some people, like I mentioned before, call it a walking simulator. Some people think it's like the Picasso of video games. And it's a lot more than just walking around, in my opinion. It's a very stressful, very weird, very technical game, very satisfying game, and oddly stress relieving game until you meet the BTs, which are the black goo shit that's trying to suck you in the ground. After being a few hours in, this jumped to the top of my list for best games I've played this year in 2022. Death Stranding Director's Cut. I can't wait to see what Death Stranding 2 looks like in 2024. Hold on. Hold on. Oh! Number 8, RollerDrome. I covered this game earlier this year on the channel. I was very excited about it. The game is developed by Roll7 Studios and published by Private Division. Once you get past the visuals and the art style of the game, because this was a new one for me, playing a game that looks like it was drawn with a pencil and colored in. Once you get that controller in your hand and you start rolling around and realize how sick this fucking game is, you're gonna fall in love with it. As my boy Jake Baldino would say, this is a video game as video game. If you just take Tony Hawk Pro Skater and mix in Jet Set Radio and maybe a little Call of Duty Black Ops, you just bunch them all together, this is the game for you. You're not able to fall while you're skating. It's one continuous movement. I played on PlayStation 5 and the haptic feedback is insane. You can feel when you reload the gun. You can feel when you go to spin in the roll or you're dodging. Everything is inside the controller. Makes this game. It is so fun. It's not going to break the bank. It's also available on PC as well. I absolutely love this game, and it's not easy. The game gets very difficult at times because you have a set of challenges that you have to do in the beginning of the game. You have a checklist. The maps are beautiful. The gameplay is beautiful. The combat, the idea of the game is fucking incredible. The soundtrack is fire. This is a game that you absolutely have to play. One of my favorite games of the year by far. RollerDrome, go play it.
You know, I've never been this close.
Number 7, The Last of Us Part 1 Remake. I mean, shit, what do you want me to say? It's one of the greatest video games of all time. It just happens to be on the 3rd or 4th remake. The Last of Us is undoubtedly one of PlayStation's greatest and most influential games. So when this game was re-announced this year, there was extreme controversy, primarily because the game was listed at $70 for a remake. I did a lot of content here on the channel about the game. I was very passionate about the game. I was very vocal about the game. And as of right now, I'm still currently playing the game. I'm trying to get the platinum trophy. I personally thought it was worth $70 due to the extra features they added, especially the accessibility options they added for people that are blind or deaf or handicapped. This is almost like a cheat code putting this game on the list because of course it's going to be one of the best games of the year. So with the new Last of Us TV show coming out in January and rumors of The Last of Us Part 3 as of right now, this game was an absolute success for the year of 2022. Number 6, Marvel Spider-Man PC Remaster. Spider-Man 2018 is an action-adventure game developed by Insomniac Games and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. I almost didn't purchase this game this year. As a self-proclaimed Sony pony myself, I've played Spider-Man probably 2 or 3 times, maybe even 4 at this point. So what was the point of me repurchasing this game on PC just to get some better visuals? Well, of course, I got all hyped up and I dropped the money for it. And I damn sure do not regret it. This turns out to be one of the greatest experiences I've had to this day on PC. On top of the visuals, just the overall combat system, the controls, the reflections, the ray tracing, revisiting the story, the sound, I fell in love with this game. I no-lifed this game for 2 days, and I for one am very happy about it. And for all my PC gamers that do not play on console, this is a big W for you all, because you now get to experience not only what we get to experience on the PlayStation console, that's amazing, you get an even more enhanced experience on PC, and this is why this is one of the best games I played of the year. And I'm gonna lose my fucking mind when Marvel Spider-Man 2 is announced.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Number 5, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I personally love playing the campaign. I've always played all of the campaigns and all the Call of Duties, and this campaign in particular. Now the multiplayer and everything else, that's good, that's fine. The gameplay is Call of Duty. You can't really fuck it up.
Yes, we did. Yes, we can.
I believe they took note that a lot of us gamers really enjoyed the people laying under the bed, the creepy side of MW19. I believe they took notice to that, because this campaign has a lot of interior fighting. They tied up a lot of loose ends, and at the end of the campaign, no spoilers, they had an end credit scene like a fucking Marvel movie. It's insane. Listen, if you love a good story, if you love shooting, if you love thriller action films, you need to play the campaign 100%, even if you're not a Call of Duty fan. By far one of my top 5 games I played this year. Number 4, Sifu. Sifu pissed me off. The intro of this game is probably one of the best intros to a video games I've ever experienced. Holy shit, when you start feeling those raindrops on the haptic, and I know in this video I talk a lot about haptic feedback, again, self-proclaimed Sony pony. So if you ain't got that haptic feedback controller yet, you know, hang in there, you'll get there. Unless you Xbox, I don't know. Anyway, it's like Kill Bill on steroids. It's incredible, man. And this game is not for the weak at heart. This is actually my most played game on PlayStation this year. I received my 2022 PlayStation wrap-up report, and I have more hours on Sifu than any other game. Why is that? Because you have to. Because it beats the shit out of you until you get it right. I was determined to beat this game for hours. I would sit there, no camera, no microphone, no recording, just me, old school, before I became a YouTuber, trying to beat this game, trying to learn this game. The trick to this game is if you die, you age. You only can get up to like 75. Once you reach 75, you die and you have to start back over. I could run through this shit now with my eyes closed. I'm a savage. But you know why? Because I have so many hours of getting my dick knocked in the dirt until eventually I got it right. They've updated the game recently where now they have difficulty settings. They have like easy mode and like, you know, a mid-tier mode. I say fuck that. Yes, I'm gatekeeping. You need to suffer how we suffered. They need to unlock easy mode after they beat it the first time. Then they can unlock that easy mode, because we got smashed. And that is when I understood how the Elden Ring from Software fuckheads felt about gamers like myself. That was when it clicked. After I beat this game like a month later and Elden Ring had came out, and I went, okay, I get it. And I apologize. I said all that to say, pick up Sifu. You're gonna love it. It's amazing. Sifu is fucking fire, bro. Number 3, Horizon Forbidden West. Spoiler alert, if you hadn't played the game already, I'm going to fast forward to the end to sum up my feeling of this game. At the end of the game, towards the end of the game, when you finally are able to mount the Stormbird, it's like a giant robot falcon, if you don't know. And when you've been playing this game for hours, like it's a long game. But you know, you'll see these ones that fly around, and in the back of your mind, you would think, man, it'd be cool if I could fly one of them shits the entire game, 30 hours, however long the game is. And at the end of the game, when you're finally able to override the Stormbird and you get on that shit and you're flying to the final mission to complete the game, and you see all all this overview and the music hit. I literally cried. It was so beautiful. Like my eyes misted up. My wife was in the kitchen, was at our old house at the time. She said, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "This game is so beautiful. Come look." And she looked at me. She got teary-eyed. She's Spanish.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Okay,
Point being is, I don't know what I need to say to you. From a combat standpoint, from a story, from a sound, from an immersion, from an art standpoint, if it wasn't for fucking Elden Ring coming out the same month as this game, everyone would have been talking about it. It got smushed because of Elden Ring. I personally to this day still think Horizon Forbidden West is a much better game than Elden Ring, but hey, I'm not a From Software Demon Souls player. I hate the combat. I hate those games. Sure, Aloy, she chats a lot. She's a chatter. You know, she can tone that down. Horizon Forbidden West is by far one of the best games of 2022. And if you haven't played that game yet, you're literally insane. You're fuck.
Silent? Silent, is that you? Are we going to the Forbidden West? Yeah! There's no robot dinosaurs here.
Number 2, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Whoa. I know. The game, I know. The game did not come out, it didn't come out this year. It came out 2019. I found this game on accident. I was on the toilet. I picked up one of my old Game Informer magazines from under the cabinet. I'm flipping through the magazine. I see this game, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I said, what the hell is this? I'm kind of reading about it. Mind you, I wasn't a Star Wars fan. I've never been into Star Wars. I go to YouTube, I type in Jedi Fallen Order, and the first gameplay I see is Cal Kestis. He has his lightsaber, and this motherfucker. There's a game where I can use a lightsaber and do that? I'm in. From that point there, I fell in love with Jedi Fallen Order. It's the most satisfying video game I've played all year. The more you play it, the more you can upgrade Cal. The story is incredible. After I finished that game, I went and watched Obi-Wan Kenobi on Disney. I watched all the Star Wars movies. Now I'm a full-fledged Star Wars fan. I have a Jedi costume. All from me finding out about Jedi Fallen Order. Even though it's not a game that was released in 2022, it's a game that I found this year. Absolutely one of the best video games I've ever played in my life. Number 1, God of War Ragnarok. Are you a calm and reasonable person? This is a game I have been hyped about ever since I started this channel. I've been reacting to God of War Ragnarok news, God of War Ragnarok snippets, anything God of War Ragnarok. This is by far my most anticipated game of my life. 2018, I played God of War way before I had YouTube or anything. I was just playing it on my big screen TV, super casual, playing the game by myself with my son, who at the time was like 4 or 5. He didn't know what the fuck was going on. He just saw dad fighting this dragon, and I fell in love with the game. I was a new father myself. Kratos was basically a new father, so the correlation of this story was incredible. Fast forward, 4 years later, God of War Ragnarok comes out. His son is older. My son is older. I'm a super gamer now. I got a YouTube. This game, I'm getting emotional now. What this game done for my channel, like this game here, it matured my channel. It brought in the gaming community that I was wanting to find. Some of my most viral videos I have on the channel right now, that's over 1 million, all God of War Ragnarok content, God of War content. But talking about the game itself, the combat, the story, the immersion, everything. This is my game of the year. 10 out of 10 across the board. I cried multiple times throughout this story. I wish I could erase my brain and replay this story for the first time again. If God of War was on Xbox, I still wouldn't buy a fucking Xbox. You out of your mind? Thank y'all so much. If you watched all the way to the end of the video, it's been a crazy year for the channel, man. And 2023, there's a lot of video games coming out. Holy shit, it's gonna get crazy. And we're here, gonna be covering it all the way until the end. I love y'all so much, man. All I ever wanted was people to watch my videos. Back when I had 25 subscribers on this channel, I was telling my friends, I'm telling you, I'm going to hit 100. I'm telling you, I'm going to hit 1,000. I'm telling you, I'm going to hit 10,000. I'm telling you, I'm going to hit 20,000. I'm telling you, we're going to hit 100,000. Hope you're here to be a part of it. What a time to be a gamer, huh? Peace.